Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca Romero, the Development Director for Big Brothers Big Sisters of El Paso, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of It's the Little Things. This is a monthly one-on-one conversation we have with one of our incredible sponsors or supporters to talk about all the little things that go on behind the scenes to make the big mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters possible. Today, I am thrilled to welcome Big Brother Anson Jordan. Anson, thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I wanted to ask you, Anson, what is it tell me first a little bit about yourself. What do you do and what is your background?
Okay. Like I say, name is Anson Jordan. Currently here in this area, military brought me here, been in the military now, a little bit over 26 years. I'm an instructor. Aspire to retire next year and enter the world of education. So just love education, love teaching, love being around youth. So that's what I'm doing here.
Awesome. And so I guess that love of education, that love of being around youth is what brought you to Big Brothers Big Sisters. But how did you find us? What brought you to us?
Big Brothers Big Sisters was something I saw like on TV a couple of times. I'm like, that's like something to be pretty cool, pretty interesting, and never knew exactly where to go. Then my fraternity is one of your sponsors. We sponsor a lot of your events. So I was still sponsored behind the scenes, but never stepped forward to be a mentor. Until last year, I actually attended your Big Brothers Big Sister breakfast in March of last year, your awards breakfast, and just seeing all the great people there, the impact they was having, the stories that came from that. It just inspired me to want to come from behind the scenes and be a mentor. The bad thing was the next week, COVID hit when I was doing my application and it shut everything down. Went on for months and months, didn't do anything with it. Then one of your great mentors, one of my great mentors in the military also, he was on your board of directors. Once he passed away, I felt that I was going to step up and in his honor, become a mentor and continue the things that he has sought to do. And that's when I really came forward and pushed the process of becoming a mentor with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Well, I know it's been a long road and COVID definitely made things difficult. And yes, what a tragic loss of your friend and our incredible program supporter and board member. But we are thrilled that you made your way to our doorstep, and we know that you have been matched now with your little brother. And yes. I wanted to know, how long have you been matched now?
We've been matched since March, April time period.
Okay. Yes. And how old is your little brother?
He just turned 8.
Okay. And what's his name?
Christian.
Yes. And tell me a little bit about, how was it like when you first met Christian?
It was an awesome experience. It was really unreal because the first time we saw each other, it was as if we had known each other for years. There was an instant connection, an instant vibe. His mother was kind of worried if he was going to open up, around somebody new, but we got there at the office, we just started talking and she went off and did what she had to do. And it's been a great experience.
I am so glad to hear that. We always, take great pride at Big Brothers Big Sisters in trying to find, compatible personalities and people that can bring out the best in each other. And it seems like we were successful in your match. I'm so glad Christian and Anson hit it off right off the bat. That's great. Yes. So what was your first impression of him? Like, was he shy? Was he outgoing? What immediately did you guys have in common?
He walked right in and gave me a fist bump. From the moment we sat down, we just started talking. It was like I say, it was just a natural connection. We talked. He talked about his video games and different things that he loved in school. And I was able to chime in on some of those things, having a nephew around the same age, some of the same likes. So it was just a great conversation from day one and just has continued to grow and strengthen since then.
Well, that's so awesome. And what kinds of things have you experienced together since you were matched?
We've gone to like amusement parks, play parks around here. We just had some phone conversations. Got a chance to do the Top Golf event that you
Mhm.
had there. Like I said, my fraternity sponsored one of the booths and want to make sure that my little was there to be there. So got a chance to play some Top Golf with him and eat pizza. He loves pizza. So just things of that nature. Yes.
Oh, that's so great. And, speaking of your fraternity, you are a part of Alpha Phi Alpha, and really nationwide, Alpha Phi Alpha is a tremendous supporter of all the Big Brothers Big Sisters affiliates, our
Yeah.
fellow agencies out there around the country. And I we are so grateful to you guys. And I know that you all, as an organization, have really stepped up as fundraisers, as supporters, as mentors. So tell me a little bit about kind of the vibe as a whole at your organization and why there's such a great connection to Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Okay, yes. Like you said, I'm a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Been a member for about 10 and a half years now. Been in the El Paso area about 6 years now. And it's one of our national programs because we want to also make sure we're giving back to our communities. And one of the best way we can is by being a sponsor for the Big Brother Big Sister program. Uh, we love what we do. Most of the what I have come to see that a lot of the littles in the program come from areas where they may be disadvantaged in one way or another, single parent household, or socioeconomically may be in that status. And we just want to be able to give back whatever way that we can. And Big Brothers Big Sisters is one of those programs that we love to work with on a national level. I've had a lot of experience here with the local level, whether it was Bowl for Kids' sakes or different events like that. So before I've been more in the background, just sponsoring, but we love what we do. And just seeing the smiles on the kids' face when they get a chance to go out there and have fun and bowl and have to worry about anything or can they afford it or go to Top Golf and do something like that where they normally won't have that opportunity. So I'm glad that my fraternity has chosen this as one of our national projects, and I love what we do for the Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Well, we love what you do for us too. It means a lot to us and to the children that we serve. And like I said, you guys are so wonderful and so hands-on about your involvement. Recently you even had me as a guest speaker at one of your monthly meetings. And that kind of support is absolutely invaluable. Those in-person presentations are how we best spread the word about Big Brothers Big Sisters and gain more incredible volunteers like yourself. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. Like I said, at the Top Golf event, when I had my little dad, I had a couple of my brothers was like, how do I get involved? What do I need to do? So I said, that's a perfect opportunity. I saw you there like, hey, come out, let them know what all they need to do because they are willing and want to be more involved, more hands-on. So we were glad you was able to come out on such short notice and give us that great presentation and open up our eyes to a lot of the things that are going on with the program.
Well, we absolutely loved the opportunity. And you guys just all have such great hearts for wanting to give back to the El Paso community, Big Brothers Big Sisters in particular. And so we're grateful. But
Yes.
I wanted to come back to your relationship with your little and tell me a little bit about how being matched with Christian, even this short period of time, how has it changed you or impacted your life?
And it has impacted me a lot. I think a lot of times people think that when we are in this program that the little is the one who is impacted the most. But to me, it's just been the biggest impact on my life. Just seeing the appreciation that he has, just seeing the gratitude, seeing that energy he has at such a young age and want to learn more, want to do more, and just want to be involved. And it has just been a real humbling experience for me, a real gratifying experience for me. And it just impacts me in so many ways. And just to know that just a phone conversation, how it makes him feel, it just lights up my world too. That just checking on him first day of school, he was excited because I checked on him first day of school. Because I remembered his birthday, sent him a birthday text. Just the way he lights up it just lights me up in the same way.
And, it's crazy how often we hear that. People think, all right, I'm going to get involved with this organization, give back a
Right.
little bit, feel good about myself, boost my resume, boost my volunteer hours, whatever it is.
Right.
And they have no idea the impact that it will have on their own heart and their own mind. And
very much so.
well, I'm so glad that it's been that experience for you. Do you have a standout moment already that you've shared with Christian?
I would say it would be at the Top Golf event. The Top Golf event when he was able to meet some of my fraternity brothers. And because we was all there and they began to tell him that, hey, if that's your brother, I'm your uncle. So he enjoyed that moment and being around the different ones. And some were better than golf and others, and able to show him different things. So he just raved about that event. Even when I talked to him since then, he just raved about that event because not only was I there, but other brothers of my fraternity was there, and they took him on as well. So that was a great event.
That is fantastic. And, that hits on a really good point. Of course, our hallmark is that one-to-one mentoring relationship between big brother and little brother, or big sister and little sister.
Right.
But the circle of community that they are introduced to through their mentor, with other friends or family or fraternity brothers, and so many other good influences that are brought into their life. It's just amazing. And of course, as you said, so many of your fraternity brothers are now inspired to be bigs too. So it's just feel good, and
it does.
beneficial. Right? Beneficial all the way around, right?
Yes.
Well, I'd love to know, what would you say to anyone out there watching about what this has meant to you and why you would encourage others to get involved?
It's needed. There are too many littles out there who are not matched. Before I was matched with mine, I was kind of shocked because they said he was waiting for about a year and a half for a match, and not realizing like there are that many people who are waiting, children who are waiting on the list to be matched. Yes, they need you, but I guarantee you need them more than they need you. It would impact you in a great way. Dedicate yourself, your time. It will give you a purpose for what you do. And like I said, get involved in whatever way that you can, because it is much needed. Get involved.
Well, we second that. And I just really want to thank you for your time today, for sharing your story with us today. And is there anything further you'd want to add before we sign off?
No, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your presentation, for all the hard work you're doing, the opportunities you have, the training that you are giving us to make us better bigs, better mentors. Kudos to you. Our hats goes off to you also for the great work that you are doing for this program. And I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Well, we are so, so beyond thrilled to have you, and can't wait to get more of your fraternity brothers involved. Thank you to you, to Alpha Phi Alpha, for the incredible support over the years. And I appreciate your time, and thank you everyone for watching today. We will look forward to seeing you next month on another episode of It's the Little Things. Y'all take care.